2005, Prince George's Chamber of Commerce Award. 2006, the Women's Business Owners of Prince George's County Award. 2007 and 2008 is the Image Award. So please give the magazine a round of applause, please. It's been recognized by the county. Also, I want to make a point to you that, listen up please, the magazine has been available in nearly 200 food centers, retail outlets, including Safeway, Giant Foods, CVS, Rite Aid, Walmart, throughout the Prince George's and Washington, D.C. area. So we are getting tremendous traction throughout the county. I also want to remind you, before we finish out the final program, every year we have the Prince George's Who's Who in Prince George's County. I recommend write this down or to your memory. It's 100 at pgsuite.com. Please put in your vote by March the 1st, Raul. Is it March the 1st? Again, it's 100 at pgsuite.com. We have a lot of luminaries in the house. As you've seen, Mr. Thomas Graham and Mr. Turner has been here. So we need you to be astute, and we're going to probably do this every single year. Because Prince George's County, beautiful Prince George's County, we have so much talent here, lawyers, doctors, judges, etc. So again, 100 at pgsuite.com. We also want to indicate to you tonight, if you were to take out a spotlight in your company, Mr. Dennis and Company will give you a very competitive ad, which normally runs about $20,000 in the Washingtonian for under $2,000. So, is it Deneen? Go see Deneen. Where's Deneen? Are you here? Okay, find Deneen if you want to do a spotlight. And why don't we move into the second program? Mr. Dennis?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Again, thank you for your time and coming out tonight. I wanted to recognize especially a couple of our contributors in the magazine who helped make the magazine what it is. Yolanda Muckle, could you step up, please? Yolanda Muckle is a key advertiser with Prince George's Street Magazine. She's also a Prince George's County resident and is very savvy and astute in the notion of marketing. Comes to us through BET and some others, along with her esteemed husband, Craig Muckle.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. As Raul stated, my background is actually in advertising and marketing, and when I was introduced to the Prince George's Suite, I immediately said to my husband, Craig, what do you think? And he said, Raul Dennis, he's from BET, because my husband was the director of communications with BET, and I immediately at that point said, I need to be in the magazine, and it has been the most important part of my marketing campaign as far as the foundation, and I would highly recommend anybody who has a business to advertise in the Prince George's Suite. I have people who have said to me, I've seen you in the suite, they look forward to getting the suite, and I've had people to actually cut out my ad when I've actually gone to appointments. They've said, here's your ad from the Prince George's Suite. So once again, as far as media-wise, advertising in the Prince George's Suite is certainly the best investment that I possibly could have made.
Yolanda, when I say thank you, I mean thank you. It's very important that we recognize some of our stellar talent. This next gentleman, I want to introduce you to very quickly. He'll come up and say a couple words as well. And I have one other gentleman I want to introduce as well. Mr. Ron Lidford of Arel Architects. What you will need to know is that Arel Architects does design work, architectural design work around the nation. Particularly, talking about Ron, particularly at this moment he is working on the African American Museum, which is going to be developed right here in Prince George's County. So we have someone here who has national and international talent and is recognized thereof, and is actually developing his next project here in Prince George's County. He's also an advertiser in Prince George's Suite magazine, I'm proud to say. But more, I'm happy to say, we were able to tell his story, and I hope that you get a chance to glimpse it, because this is just the beginning of a fantastic career. Mr. Ron Lifford.
Thank you, Ron. And it's certainly a pleasure to be a part of this five-year journey for the Suite. They have certainly been a force in our business, and a force in recognition of what we do, and have told the story just the way we gave it to them, which is very important in today's publications. And so we can only say thank you, and thank you very much. And this is home for us, Prince George's County. We want to do our best in Prince George's County, and let that story be told about the best that we do in Prince George's County. Thank you.
I wanted to introduce one more person at this particular moment to you. I know Walter's got me on the clock, but I wanted to introduce one more person because we don't often get the opportunity to introduce to our communities the folk who make this book possible. We tend to be, as writers, we tend to be in caves almost, where we produce these things in the dark and they go out someplace. We know that somebody's looking at it somewhere. But this young man, this gentleman I'm about to introduce, is a very unique and charismatic individual. Dr. Fuller writes a fantastic column for us, a health column, that goes beyond the simple scope of our physical health, but goes on to touch us in our economic health, awareness of our community health, and has been with the magazine for the better part of a year now. I'm looking forward to working with him for the next 3 to 4 years, next 5 to 10 years, and maybe even 50 if you can keep me healthy. It's Dr. Fulham, everybody.
Good evening. I bring you greetings from Glendale, Maryland. My wife Lisa and I want to thank Raul for his support of our practice. It's my rookie season as a columnist, as a writer, and he's been incredibly helpful in directing me and making sure that all my I's are dotted and my T's are crossed, and I say the things the way that I need to say them. One of the things I really like about the magazine is not just that it's about Prince George's County, but the magazine is excellent from every page. It's one of those magazines that you sit down and you turn from page to page and you're able to read everything on it. It's very informative, and I'm just very excited and proud to be a part of it. So I want to thank him for allowing me to contribute and congratulate him for 5 years of outstanding work.
All right, brother.
All right, I think that's going to bring the program to a closure. Is everybody excited, by the way? Yes! You know, I was talking to Mrs. Bland over here, and she said to me, Walter, I feel unconditional love in this room. And in a political environment, it's hard to feel that sometimes. So, you know, we're right here on Main Street. And so I thank everybody for being so kind and open and showing love for the Prince George's Suite magazine. And again, if you want to spotlight your organization, please see Deneen. We'll offer you a very competitive price. And again, thank you for your support. Many years ahead, we're going to continue to take this thing to the next level. And I hope you had a good time. All right, have a good evening. Bye-bye.